What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we have another Game of Thrones: A Card Game 2nd edition video brought to you by these awesome Patreon supporters that back the channel over at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Thank you so much, everyone, for your donations. I appreciate it. We got Dan playing Bara Wars to come. We got Alex playing Martell Wars to come. So Bara, not a popular house lately, but did see a couple players playing this 31-player tournament here in Rochester, New York at Millennium Games. And we got set up Fiery Followers, a Dragonstone Faithful, a Vanguard Lancer, King's Road, and it looks like a Spears of the Merlin King, I believe is what it's called, the Bara kind of save location. On the other side, we got Maester Caliot, and we got Sir Cletus Yornwood, and it looks like a Jade Sea Droman. So Noble Cause on the left flip there, and then we got At Sir Doran's Behest on the right. So the Martell player is going to let...
Okay, my plot will go off.
Oh, actually, the Bara player won initiative due to the King's Road. So I'm not sure who he chose, but we see Summer Harvest flipped after the King Doran's... or the Doran's Behest or whatever on the Martell side. Which hits that Noble Cause, gets 7 gold, plus the Jade Sea Droman for the Martell player. I apologize for the earthquake there, just trying to adjust the cameras. Had to use these tripods off the floor or whatever, which caused a little trouble getting some weird angles with the glare and whatnot. But hopefully it looks all right. Later, when we had more players than expected, so we had to actually spill out into another room. So I didn't have any room on the table to put my cameras on the table close by. So I had to use basically some tripods to like stretch over the table. So they're a little awkward. But I got the videos. So it looks like the Martell player, I believe, is going first. Yeah, he's going to kneel the Blood Orange Grove. And we got Dorn off the start here. That's bad news for the Bara player. That means the Martell player is going to start drawing some cards, I'm sure, multiple times per round here. Always nice to get that out early as a Martell player. And Arion is out there for 5.
And over to you.
But 2 limiteds and the Dorn mean that nothing burns like the cold. It's possible to get rid of that Dorn ASAP here, depending if the Bara player plays it. So we got Melisandre coming in. Corset Melisandre saying, get down there. And kneel Arion. I didn't see what attachment just went on to her there. So I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Asirio's training. She's got a military icon. And now what does she have? I don't know. Is this a Bara cohort deck, or is it a Wars to Come? I don't know. We got another Fiery Followers.
Okay, do you have anything pre-challenge? No. Okay.
So it sounds like we're in challenges now. Martell player going first.
No, you have to reveal them. It's forced to reveal them. You don't have to discard them.
And yeah, as you'll hear, if you can hear the players' voices in the background, you might be hearing players from other tables. Like I said, everyone's kind of jammed together in this room, so the mics might be picking up discussion from other games, which might get confusing here, but we'll see.
I choose who goes first. You're first.
The challenge?
Yeah, I chose you to go first.
Okay, so no reaction to winning. No
Don't forget the
opposed,
extra gold.
blame
So it looks like an intrigue challenge with Sir Cletus just happened there. Fiery Followers blocking unopposed. And intrigue claim, we'll get that attachment out of hand.
Yes.
Okay. No. That's not a dupe. It's not unique. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was. Okay. So yeah. Just unique.
So it'll be unopposed.
Just unique. Thank you.
So I'll react to losing the challenge with Dorn.
On the Sunday. 2 gold. More.
unopposed. Then there is
One,
claim, which will be...
Choose somebody, discard pile, and shuffle.
So Cletus Jornwood dying to military claim there.
So there's a port. Gold back.
Okay, I will block with Maester Kaliot. You will win. I will react with Maester Kaliot. I'll strip your power icon. I will react with Dorn.
So it looks like challenge is lost there. Kaliot stripping an icon, and Dorn drawing a card. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what these attachments are here that I'm seeing for Bara. Looks like on Melisandre, it looks like a Light of the Lord, which goes on a Bara or R'hllor character reaction after the dominance phase begins. Stay an attached character and gain a gold. And then that it's a Red God's Blessing in the discard pile there. Attached character gains R'hllor trait and gets +1 strength for each R'hllor character you control. So definitely a R'hllor focused deck here.
Then that's it for the challenges.
Okay.
What?
So dominance is to you.
Yeah, these are the this is one of the alternate ones.
I am...
So dominance going to the Bara player. He's going to go up to 2 power.
How many cards do you have?
And the Martell player at 0 after the first round.
That's fine. I'll let it go
Let's throw Subversive. So he's got Renown.
Yep.
So he'll put this. He'll stand because of Lightbringer.
Well, first go through the motions.
Oh, yeah.
If you're newer, yeah, just make sure everything goes through. So you get your unopposed power first. And then claim, standing, and then you would get his renown.
So we got Feast for Crows into Varys Riddle. It's an alt-art Varys Riddle up at the top of the screen there.
Alright, no power challenge.
So it's a miss on the Varys Riddle, of course.
Okay.
And the Bear player looking to get some extra power and dominance with that plot. And it looks like the Bear player's going first. Kneels down a Dragonstone Faithful. And he gets a Bastard of Night Song, I believe that character's called.
See that go.
And he's throwing, looks like a Red God's Blessing attached to that Bastard Night Song.
Yeah, of course. I will put out another Blood Orange Grove.
7.
You're not seeing any gold, right?
Yeah, no, I am. I'm sitting on
Oh, no,
power.
5.
So the Bastard Night Song has a reaction after you win a power challenge in which the Bastard Night Song is participating. Move 1 power from the losing opponent's faction card to your own. And then it's going to get the +1 strength buff for each R'hllor character. Which includes itself, I believe, because it's gaining R'hllor off of the attachment. And we've got the Fiery Followers out there, 2 of them, plus Melisandre. So I think he's at 9 strength right now because of that attachment.
Kneel both Blood Orange Groves and pay 1 for Starfall.
Or maybe it's not that attachment. Maybe he actually... No, it looks like he has a Light of the Lord attached to him. Sorry. Wrong attachment. So he's basically just going to stand at the reaction at the beginning of dominance, standing in gold. So Gash and Gray out there. We got Starfall out there for the Martell player. It's going wide in the locations. Of course, nothing burns like the cold. Wasn't Blade to get rid of Dorn, so now it's going to be even tougher to do that. Obviously, it doesn't. I'm assuming a Bear player's not playing her. That would have been a nice hit on Dorn there. But now he's going to have to deal with a icon being stripped from Starfall, and possibly Melisandre or that dupe Bastard Night Song can't attack now if he's afraid of them going back to hand due to Gash and Gray.
Wiggle. What'd you get? Melisandre?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. So
Let's see here.
And then
one more for that. Yep. And then jar.
You want to go first, correct?
Yep.
I will sit on 3. Do you have any
So 3 gold saved on the Martell side.
I am going to...
And looks like at the start of the challenge here, Martell has some triggers.
Starfall, take
So
away
Melisandre loses the intrigue icon off Starfall there. And now the Bara player is able to do his challenges. It's going to come in on a military strength, or a military challenge, sorry, for 5 strength with the Vanguard Lancer and Melisandre with that Sirio's training. Sirio has taught her how to use a sword. And she kills Maester Kaliot, leaving Arion exposed. Nobody's jumping in there to defend that military challenge. I don't know if he drew off Dorn or not. I may have missed that.
block for 4.
And I think we just had an intrigue challenge there with the Fiery Followers blocked with Ariane for 4. And now a power challenge with the Bastard Night Song.
For defenders, I will initiate her action. Put that into play. I won't trigger its thing because it doesn't do anything. Shove it back to hand. Then I'll block for 2.
So he's got a Southron Messenger jumping in, not triggering it. Blocking on the defense for 2, so the power challenge doesn't go unopposed.
He gets the third betrayal token.
No challenges, so dominance is yours.
I'm not sure why he's not triggering Dorn. I don't know, Alex, let me know in the comments below if you're watching this. I think maybe he's just forgetting, and he didn't care about popping Gaston Grey, I guess.
Oh, shoot, that was stupid.
Yeah, oh, okay. He just mentioned it there. He forgot about Dorn. Aw. Yeah, I guess he's going to save Gaston Grey for later. And he's going into Valor, which makes sense that he didn't really marshal out any characters and snuck Arion back to hand there. And we got trade routes on the other side. Going to cash in on all those Martell locations there.
Your first player.
And the Bear player has chosen himself to go first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold.
And yeah, 7 gold cash in there off trade routes.
Then Valor.
And Valor's just going to kill the Southron Messenger on the one side. We got Bastard Night Song saving himself with a duplicate. He's going to use the Spears of the Merlin King. Send someone back to hand. I guess not. Attachments will go back to hand, though. Oh, yeah, he noticed it there. I guess he forgot about the location. So he's going to put Melisandre back to hand, which is a juicy little combo. Nice use of it. So he's able to bring Melisandre back out and use her kneel again if he wants. We now see Nymeria in the hand of the Martell player. Some more icon removal. Which I know after playing Alex in the tournament and in talking to him, it is definitely an icon removal Martell deck. He basically said he stuck in all the cards that had, you know, take away an icon, just jammed them all in the deck somehow and kind of filled in the rest and to see how it works. I don't know how much he played it before this tournament, but it does seem pretty interesting, and he seems to have some success with it. And there's Melisandre, but because the Bear player's going first, no kneel happening off that. The Bastard Night Song back out there. Sorry, the Bastard Night Song has a dupe again, is what I'm trying to say. And there's those same attachments back on Melisandre. She's carrying a sword, has a military icon now. She's got some training from Sirio. And she's got that light of the Lord.
Blood Orange Groves for a Dornish Fiefdom.
So Dornish Fiefdom on the Martell side. Going to get him a couple gold there since he's going second. Basically paying for itself here on this turn. Hopefully the Martell player forgetting to draw cards off Dorn isn't going to hurt him too much here. Hopefully he's got some stuff to marshal out. We know he still has Arion in hand, of course. But I'm sure he would have liked to have some more options, that's for sure.
Beguiled on Melisandre.
So he plays the Beguiled attachment on Melisandre. He's going to be able to kneel to just take away an icon as a challenge action.
5 gold there.
So he's got, I think it's 7 cost Doran in hand of the Martell player.
Pay 5.
So Arion's back out in play for 5, and that's going to be it for marshalling for the Martell player.
I will take take away her military icon.
So no more military icon for
I'll take away his
Melisandre, and the military icon stolen with Starfall there off the Bastard Knight song. So no military icons to fear attack on Arion and killing her or something in hand.
I will.
So power challenge with Bastard Knight song, blocking for 4 with Arion.
So you'll win. What's this thing? When
I
you win
think
military?
he's all done.
When he wins a power
You can steal. Okay, but I don't have any, so that's fine.
So Doran's going to be triggered. He's going to look at the top 2 cards, select one, take it to hand, put the other one on the bottom of the deck.
I know. It's only one. Yeah, once per phase.
Then, unless you have anything else, there's claim, but whatever.
Nope.
I have an action before you do your next challenge. I will trigger Ariane. Put Namiri out.
So Nymeria coming in off Arion,
Namiri to steal
and he's going to steal the intrigue icon off Melisandre. So he doesn't have to get his hand hit by an intrigue challenge. He's going to be able to do one back to the bear player. And he can't do any more challenges since he already did power. He has no military icons.
Seems kind of pointless. So that's fine.
Put a Koto, discarding those 2 cards.
So your dominance, I guess.
So I discard 2 cards out of my hand.
And he's not going to do a challenge. So dominance goes to the bear player. I guess he doesn't want to power on his house card, so he didn't even go in on the unopposed intrigue. He doesn't have any claims, so he's not going to get anything from hand.
Okay. So I win, none unopposed, claim.
So he's trying to not really put any power on the house card because it just gets stolen by the Bastard Knight song, I guess. Wants to wait till he either gets rid of him
I'm sitting on 1 gold, you're not sitting on
or waits till he kind of builds up a board and is able to defend the power. Or until he's in a spot on the board where he can just deal power icons instead of military icons, where he's not fearing the military claim.
So this goes right direct, so minus 1 from Daniel.
Yes, it will.
So I think it's trade routes on the right side there, and then we got summons on the left. So he's gonna search for the top 10 for a character. The bear player will, and yeah, it looks like the trade routes getting 8 gold there for the Martell player. Looks like he grabbed a copy of Edric Dane off the summons.
You're good.
Or it's not Edric Dane. What's his name? Edric Storm. Sorry, Edric Storm. I believe. I could be wrong. It's not Edric Dane, though. Wrong house.
Right after you do that.
So Rose Road marshaled out on the bear side. Dornish Fiefdom's triggered on the other side. And there's Edric Storm coming out for 2. And he's going to get a Light of the Lord.
I'm good. Little fingers bent thing.
Okay. Would you like to see more from my plots?
Yeah, I get
3
each
actually,
event I
because
play
I
is reduced by 2.
Jade C. Drummonds.
And over to the Martell player for his marshalling. It's 3 more gold there. Plot and Jade C. Drummond. Neils the 2 Blood Orange Groves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. For Doran Martell,
And there's Doran
who I will duplicate.
with a with all the copies of Doran.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So with the icon control on the board so far and Doran Martell, he's going to be able to use his ability easily to knock characters out of challenges. He's got Nymeria to steal icons, Starfall, Beguiled out there to steal icons, plus Doran's ability after losing a challenge to steal an icon. So we're going to see this Martell control deck probably start working here and basically mess with the bear player's plans.
To the Boneway.
And then we got a Host of the Boneway, which I believe are getting +1 strength for each plot in the use pile, and they have Intimidate,
For the Bastard Knight song.
if I have the right Martell army.
For Stormland's Feet.
Alright.
And I have an action.
It's like 1 gold saved on the bear side, 2 gold saved on the Martell side. Bear player for his challenges, I believe.
Alright.
Okay, that'll be it for my marshalling. Do you
Oh
have
yeah, it sounds like Martell player just finished marshalling, so pre-challenges we got Beguiled. Taking away the military icon off Melisandre.
I will see here.
Pay 1 gold for earlier, or pay nothing for earlier as a state. 1 gold 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 for earlier as a state. 1 go
Starfall
So
away.
military icon with Starfall disappearing off the Bastard Night Song.
I will Nymeria away.
And Nymeria stealing Melisandre's Intrigue icon. So basically leaving only Alex offering the bear player Dan here to do a power challenge only. That's all the icons he has on the board.
Okay.
Sounds like he's going to pass on that.
So,
I'll kneel this and pay 5. Cal Drogo. Pay 1.
I will do a military
So
challenge.
military challenge here with the host of the Bone Way for 8 strength. Going to start off with the character with Intimidate, of course. Trying to kneel something down after.
No reaction.
And that'll go unopposed. So here we go. We're just going to start getting some power generated on the Martell side. Bastard Night Song's dupe coming off.
Keywords intimidate. I will kneel.
And Bastard Night Song getting knelt down for Intimidate. So,
I'll do
and now an Intrigue with Nymeria for 4 strength. That one will also go unopposed.
no reaction. Swing. Opposed. Claim of 1. That one. And I will do a power challenge.
And now our power challenge with Doran.
Yeah, he does. Military and power. Oh, I did. Yeah, they did.
And yeah, the bear player realized he has to go in with both to at least block the unopposed.
User's ability.
So Doran's ability is going to boot Melisandre out of the challenge.
So I will win. So no reactions, no opposed. Claim of 1. So you're down to 6.
And we just have claim there. Obviously, the unopposed was blocked. No keywords on Doran.
And that's it for me. So you've got a bunch of shenanigans now.
Yeah, they all stand.
They all stand and you claim dominance.
Yeah, Dominance going to the bear player, of course. All those Light of the Lords standing all those guys up at the start of Dominance, getting him money. Doesn't look like he has anything he wants to do with the money that I know of. Or that he knows of.
Counting coppers.
Counting coppers on the Martell side. And then we got a rebuilding on the Baratheon side. So I believe he takes 3 cards out of his discard pile and shuffles them into his deck.
And I will draw 3 cards off of counting coppers.
Bear player winning initiative, choosing who goes first.
And then we both draw 2.
Semi claims, so minus 10 by 3. We'll discard right home.
Looks like he's chosen himself to go first,
Reaction.
which is kind of strange.
Well, it's your call. I think you said you were going first, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he wants going first.
Reduces strength by 1. So you're at 7 now.
So Vanguard Lancer not going to power off the house card for the Martell player.
Reduce him by 2.
And we got a Queensman coming into play.
Oh, so you get to look.
Limit 3 times.
Yeah, and then you can kneel a thing. Okay.
So he's going to look at the hand, but he doesn't have a non-bear player to kneel to discard a card. I think he's got to kneel a non-bear character. Maybe it's a non-bear location or a card. I don't know. But he's just going to get some hand knowledge, basically.
While you're doing this, I'll use my fiefdom. Okay.
And the Bastard Night Song getting the Red God's Blessing attachment.
That's just only on.
He's going to mark it with a die there to show he's +3 strength.
I go. Okay. 1, 2, 3 gold. 5 total.
No gold? I'll defend with 5.
Kneel my blood orange groves and pay 1, 2, 3.
And Area Martell coming into play again.
First of all, reaction to winning. Pay 1 gold. The dragon is back into my hand.
So the Bear player at 7 power, the Martell player only at 2.
Yep, they're all the same reaction window.
And the board getting a little wider on the Bear means that the Martell player is going to have a little trouble controlling all those icons.
That's a chart burn for you. Okay.
Pay 1 for Flea Bottom.
Before you do,
He's got Flea Bottom in play now, so you can bring in that Southron Messenger there and send someone back to hand possibly. Who has an icon or less.
Challenge actions.
challenge,
Okay.
and then
I'll beguile away.
So military icon gone off Melisandre again with the Beguiled.
Okay, I will Nymeria Sand away.
And now Nymeria is taking military icon off of Bastard Night Song.
I will.
okay, that's some pre-challenge actions.
Looks like he's debating what to use for what to steal for Starfall.
Starfall away her.
And Intrigue gone off Melisandre. So military strength, 1 strength challenge off the Vanguard Lancer.
I will block.
And Nymeria will block for 4.
We'll do some by 2,
Power challenge for
4, and I'll block.
And a 10 strength power challenge here with the Bastard Night Song and Edric Storm.
At the moment, no.
I will block for 4. I'll use Doran and get my house card to boot him out of the challenge.
So Arian's going to block for 4, and then we got Doran's ability knocking the Bastard Night Song out of the challenge. So it should be won by the Bear player. Or by the Martell player.
She still has her power icon.
So successfully defended on the power challenge by the Martell player. And it sounds like it's the Martell player's challenges now.
I'm going to trigger Ariane.
And we got Darkstar coming in off Ariane. So some more icon removal.
Military challenge, stealthing pass.
So military challenge, stealthing the Queensman
Trigger's reaction to steal the intrigue
and
icon.
taking their Intrigue icon.
Black the intrigue icon.
Military 5.
unopposed.
Okay, no reaction, unopposed, claim 1.
Allows me to do 2.
So killing the Vanguard Lancer off the military claim, getting unopposed power for the Martell player.
I will do an intrigue of, I think it's
So
9.
9 strength Intrigue challenge off Host of the Boneway.
I took the intrigue icon with it.
And no defenders on that Intrigue challenge, of course.
Reaction, I won an intrigue by 5, so I'll take
And here's the Doran's game for 1 gold.
which is getting me 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
5 power off of Doran's game here. Plus unopposed. And he should be able to intimidate down Melisandre here to sneak through an unopposed power also.
Then it was unopposed for 1. Claim of 1.
And the Bear player now is an empty hand.
So I'll mill your Queensman. Actually,
And Melisandre going down off the Intimidate, like I said.
so many cards there.
Or like I thought would happen.
And then I'll do a
And now Doran coming in on the 5 strength power challenge. And that'll go unopposed.
unopposed and claim 1.
And it looks like the Martell player going up to 11 power.
My 3, so a bunch of your guys stand. And you get dominance.
So I think 11 on the Martell side, and now after dominance, we're up to 7 on the Bear side.
You have less power, 6 to 5. Yeah, so you get the choice of who goes first.
So we see this icon removal deck doing its work here, taking away icons and using that Intimidate to sneak through a bunch of unopposed challenges and really restrict what the Bear player is able to do here.
Always when reveals are always done with holidays. Skates to the moon. Thing. Didn't get a single chance to use your ribbons. You should have. You have at least shuffled out your character.
Confiscation.
So confiscation on the Bear, on the Martell side, sorry, and taxation on the Bear side.
Shouldn't it be 4? Because I thought I killed. I put on the wrong one.
Okay,
that,
so
yeah, then you're-
confiscation, I'll get rid of Sirio's training.
So he hits the Sirius training with the confiscation, of course, to help remove an additional icon off Melisandre, so he won't need to use Beguile to remove that military icon anymore. I feel like he can use it on something else.
Yeah, when you get your stuff for March. Alright, choose those 2. Draw my 3.
So what happens with that? Sorry.
Green site.
I look.
Flame on.
I search my deck for regular characters with the same equal cost.
Oh, cool.
So I'm not sure what that event is, but it looks like he sacked a R'hllor character, and he's going to search his deck for another R'hllor character of equal or less cost.
That makes sense.
And allows him to grab another Melisandre. I don't know what that card says, but looks like that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
And she's going to come into play, get a Lord of Light put back on her, and it's going to kneel the Host of the Boneway to help prevent some of that Intimidate. So that's an interesting event. I'm not sure what it's called, but...
Dornish Fiefdom for 2.
So Martell player marshalling now. Dornish Fiefdom getting a couple bucks there. So Darkstar and Nymeria getting some protection. I'm smelling a Valar Morghulis coming soon from the Martell player if he can't close it out here in this turn. And Arion back in play, of course. So 4 gold saved on the Martell side, no gold saved on the Bear side. And I'm sure we have start of challenge actions again here from the Martell player, stealing a bunch of icons.
I will Starfall away your power icon.
So he takes the power icon off Melisandre with Starfall there.
I will Nymeria Sands away your...
Throw down the spears of the Merlin King.
So he's going to take the military icon off the Bastard of Night Song.
And go ahead.
And that's it. So over to the Bear player for his challenges.
Well, that was all you're going to play. You might as well just save the gold and reduce it.
2 strength military with the Queensman. Nymeria is going to block and defend for 4.
No point in...
You got rid of, you said her power?
Her power icon, yes.
Power challenge.
And a 10 strength power challenge with the Bastard Night Song and Edric Storm. Arion will block for 4.
I will use Doran to boot him.
Doran's ability, kneeling the faction card to bump the Bastard Night Song out of the challenge. And fully defended by the Martell player.
Intrigue for 4.
And now an intrigue here with Melisandre for 4. And it's interesting. The Bear player going aggressive here, kneeling down his whole board. And Arion's going to go back to hand. And Bastard of God's Grace coming in. And unopposed on that. So we get a Doran trigger, of course. Bear player going up to 8 power.
And, I guess Doran will strip.
And Doran Martell is going to take an icon off the Bastard Night Song, the power icon, leaving him with no icons. And Arrow Hota hit on the intrigue claim. And now the Martell player able to just do his challenges without any opposition, it looks like. So power to start with Doran Martell.
Claim 1.
4 strength military, got some renown. And yeah, that's it there. So yeah, Martell player getting that icon removing, control lockdown with some intimidate there, and Doran's ability knocking characters out of challenges that only have an icon or less. Was able to slow that Bara player down like Bara usually does to its opponents, and control him, and then get the power going through and just racking it up. But yeah, Martell icon removal in 2nd edition is a thing, looks like. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.